I have no way on how to really approach this topic. So I'm just gonna, like I usually do, shoot from the hip. But usually, if I shoot from the hip, it's just something I've contemplated upon, or something that I've already had. I just didn't know when was a good time to bring it up. And the truth is, there's never a good time to bring anything up. So, in all honesty, any time is the perfect time to bring it up. So for this, this is, I'm not going to show any footage. It's out there for you to see. Studio News Network, the guy there, he covered it. But it was the body cam footage of the girl on the beach. Now, I'm just going to cover it quick before I go into the topic that I really want to talk about. But the girl's on the beach. She's sitting there. The officer comes up. Doesn't say too much. Doesn't have much to really offer in conversation or anything. And he's basically, hey, I'm going to shove this in your face. Blow into it. So she takes a breathalyzer test. Comes up clean. Does it again. Comes up clean. Unopened bottles of some kind of alcohol on the beach with her. And no one's been drinking. No one's probably had the chance to drink. It looked like it might have been early or starting to get late. So the officer tells her that she's been drinking, that they're open, and not just her, but others around. No, they're not open. So he keeps pursuing it because he looks dumb. He realized he looks stupid. So he keeps, I'm going to make you believe what I just said, even though we all know what I said is a bullshit lie. So this, it segues eventually into her trying to get away from basically kidnappers. I mean, that's what you are when you're going to detain somebody unjustly, unlawfully, and not to protect yourself or anyone else. It's kidnapping, even if you don't take them anywhere. I learned that back in, I think, 92, watching some kind of court TV thing, and then looking it up a little bit when I took a trip to the library with the school. So, okay. Now, wait a minute. It wasn't with the school. I just had to go to the library for some reason that I didn't want to go. But anyway, so she breaks out and says the line that, to me, I really, how can I say this? I had already judged in my mind that the cops were wrong, and she's not right. She's victimized. That's where I put it in my head. Then for me, my sympathies, but not my empathy, left when she was like, well, okay, now granted, the cops they got her down. The dude started wailing on her, hit her probably 3 times or something, had her around her throat, pulling her back, choking her when he says, I'm not choking you. I mean, just think about that movie, I, Robot, when the robots are, going to sabotage his car and kill our hero, and it says, you are having an accident. He's like, oh, the hell I am. So it's sort of like that. And she, and yeah, look, that was abuse. That was severe abuse. It was unprovoked. So basically it was assault. Okay. Now you can assault an officer, but an officer cannot assault you. We need to stop this double standard bullshit that we give our officers. Wait, not ours, their officers, the government's officers, because they're protecting the government. But this girl, she breaks out and says, you can't do this to me. I'm a woman. I'm a female. That's what it got to me. I'm like, wait a minute. What? They can't do this because you're a female? Are you fucking kidding me? And I really didn't give a shit at that point. I was like, well, you know what? You about to learn a horrible lesson. And I've been thinking about it here and there, thinking about it. And I'm like, damn. And if you want to, go ahead and comment on the whole police thing or whatnot. But then this is where mine come in, where I'm like, what the hell? Because we as a society, we program a great portion of females to die. to be raped, to be assaulted, to be kidnapped, to be tortured. We program this. And you might be asking yourself, how am I even a part of it? Here's what happens, okay? And I say we as a society because a lot of us perpetuate it. I don't. I tell my girl, and I tell her, you do not need to act stupid because there's always somebody dumber than you that's going to act even worse. Don't act stupid. Don't give crazy people a reason to be crazy. They've already got reason enough. They're crazy. And I'm going to tell her that probably until she's probably 22 or 25. Who knows? I might tell her that until she's 14 and say, oh, I realize you don't give a damn. You're going to have to learn the hard way, aren't you? I can't help you. When you go out and get messed up, don't say nothing to me. I only been telling you your whole life. You know, that's all I got. Darwinism in effect, y'all. That's Darwinism. You tell somebody, you know, but this girl, we helped her. When you watch, I remember that movie Friday. I remember when Debo backsmacked. I can't remember what the girl's name was in that, but he backsmacked. He was like, you know, shut up or something. And Q's character, he comes up and he's like, hey man, that's a female. I'm like, oh, like Debo should have been like, oh my bad, that's a female. I shouldn't have done that. I should have known better because it's a female. It's almost like saying, okay, look, you're a female. I will never touch you. I will never hurt you. I will do nothing to you. However, it gives you all the right to jack me up. And if you're a guy, I'm going to fuck you up because you're a guy and you should expect it because you're a guy. If you're going to tell somebody one thing, it basically blindly perpetuates the other. Like, for example, when I first heard Black Lives Matter, I'm like, you know, I thought, well, yeah, you know, but then the whole movement thing was, you know, I was like, I don't know, like 2 weeks behind, but it was like, yeah, the Black Lives Matter movement, you know, black people shouldn't be killed. And I was like, wait a minute, shouldn't it be Black Lives Matter too? I don't know, was that too much to add TOO, or is it because of the internet and how stupid we've allowed ourselves to become that you don't know if you should use one or two O's? I mean, I'm just saying, I guess if they tried to do you're black, they wouldn't know if it's apostrophe RE or just YOUR. They wouldn't know. They'd have no idea. They just go letter U, letter R because they'd be like, fuck it, we don't have the education. And that's basically what we've done to females. We have not given them the education. When females can literally in TV shows and movies throw drinks in people's faces and there are no consequences. And the guy is like, well, damn, I just had a drink thrown in my face and I got to just deal with the drink thrown in my face. Check please. And I'm leaving. It happened to, I think Steve Shives, and he went somewhere. This woman was like, you Steve Shives? And he's like, yeah. She throws the drink in his face. Honestly, if he knocked that girl out, there you go. Have fun, homie, because that's what happened. You assaulted him, now he assaulted you. The problem is you threw water and he threw a hand. Is it the same thing? Yeah, you should have thrown something harder if you didn't want to get retaliated upon. That's why, therefore, you do not strike somebody. You don't hit anybody. And they say there's no reason or no cause to attack or strike somebody. No, there are plenty fucking reasons to attack somebody. All right? There's plenty enough fucking reason. If somebody's trying to kill you, shouldn't you try to at least whoop that ass at the very least and let them know, hey, not tolerating it? Shouldn't you? I mean, you want to go to a legal ass whooping, that's when you get lawsuits in. You want to go to a law enforcement ass whooping? Well, I mean, you got to hope that you get an ass whooping and not shot. But females out there, just because they're female means they're immune to everything. And you got those females like her that starts, they're not resisting arrest. In truth, no, they're not resisting arrest. What they're doing is getting away from a kidnapper. And she's walking away and she's like, get away from me, get off me. And she's that strong self-entitlement. What happened to survival instincts? We don't teach females how to survive. Now, there are females that rise above stupidity of their environment, and that's family, friends, and whatnot, movies, TV shows, and they say, I'm going to learn self-defense. I'm going to learn how to take care of myself in case something jump off. And then you got those self-entitled females that go out there and it's like, you're not going to hurt me because I'm a girl. I can do whatever I want because I'm a girl. I'm like, no, you get fucked up. You know, it ain't because you're a girl. It's because you're a girl acting stupid. There's a big difference. And people don't want to hear this stuff. They want to be coddled. Oh no, you're innocent. Everything about you is great and perfect. Oh, poor thing. You want to hear this stuff? Please take your weak ass over to some like TYT or Secular Talk where they say that women are innocent because shit, they just are. And they'll say there's no violence against anyone that's right. No. Government's trying to fuck you up. You can either fuck the government up or let them do what they're doing. And we're choosing to not fuck them up. So they're doing what they're doing. There you go. That's what happens when you don't have violence. Females want to go out to the parties and stuff. And let's say they go out with their man and their man starts, messing with somebody, some other girl or something. And the female throws a drink in their face or start whooping the hell out the guy. You know what? That's a point when the guy needs to shut the fuck up, put his hands behind his back and be like, yeah, I fucked up. And they say, well, should it be that way for a girl? Yeah, pretty much. You break my heart, I'm going to break your face. I think that's fucking fair. I think it's fucking fair. And would it really do anything? No. So for me, personally, let's say my co-host decided to cheat on me and stuff. What would I do? I don't know. I think I would be so heartbroken and depressed. I would just die right there because I really wouldn't care to live. I really wouldn't care. Wouldn't matter. That's just me though. Some people will see red or see nothing at all and wake up wondering why is everything covered in blood. And they'll be like, I don't know what happened. I'm exhausted and the walls used to be green. What happened? Or they wake up. Why are the cops outside the door? And they got to figure out the scene that they're in. That stuff happens. It happens quite often. And honestly, most of the time, it happens without being heartbroken. And so I think what we need to do is just teach females, you need to survive. You can't just say, oh, you're pretty. You got, going on TV and what I've heard in school, you've got big breasts, so you're beautiful. That's it. That's so fucking stupid to me. But, you're beautiful. You can have anything you want. You hear that? I know y'all hear that. You're beautiful. You can have anything you want. You can do anything you want. You can have any man you want. That's true. Predominantly that's true unless you meet a guy with standards, which, going on TV and whatnot aren't out there. There might be like 3 every 150 shows of something, or every 500 or 1,000 movies, you might have a guy that says no to the pretty big breasted girl that's struggling hard for attention. You like me? Look at my picture. Look at my breast. Ha ha ha. Oh man. I don't know. I'm just talking, but I'm also trying to, I'm talking, but I'm also putting out there how I feel about things, about this, females. Look, you can't just, like I say, you can't go to the bar, the club, the house party or whatnot and just, not be guarded. You take your purse, you leave it somewhere. That's stupid. You tell your friend you're a friend that you've only known for a week or two, or maybe a month, to get you a drink at a party where they've never offered you a drink before. And then you wonder why you get sleepy, tired, and you wake up feeling strange in your crotch. Come on. It happens so much. It's okay. All right. Look, it's this joke. This joke. You'll get it quickly, but I thought it was funny. Back in the day. I mean, I literally damn near busted a gut laughing. Okay, my friend told me this joke. This hunter goes into the woods. He's trying to find a bear. He's going to blow this bear's head off. Well, at least shoot it and, all this other stuff. So he goes out. He finds the bear. Then the bear loses him. He's hunting the bear. He's trying to find it. Bear sneaks up on him. Guy turns around with the gun. Bear knocks it from his hands. Beats the shit out the guy. Bear looks at him and walk off. I mean, he's not going to eat him. It's like, look, you're not salmon. You're not a big ass deer. Screw you. He leaves. The guy heals him for about a week or two. Because, he just beat the shit out of him a little bit. He comes back. He's hunting this bear because he's like, he's stupid, right? So he's got to hunt the bear. He's got to get revenge. And he's after this bear. So he goes out roughly to the same spot. The bear's like, this fucker's back. The bear sneaks up on him. The guy turns around, tries to get a shot off. The bear knocks the gun from his hands, beat the shit out of him. Just looks at him, shakes his head, and walk off. Then the guy comes out, and the bear says, you know what, screw this. So the guy, he turns around real quick. The bear isn't there. Turns around, the bear's behind him. The bear knocks the gun out of his hands, keep the gun away, knocks the guy down, rips his clothes off, and fucks him. He just fucks the hell out this hunter. Leaves the hunter there all raped and stuff. The dude leaves. He's not even beat up. He comes back the next day, hunts for the bear. The bear sees him, knocks him down, rapes him again. Same thing happens 2 more times. The hunter comes out. He's really prepared. The bear sneaks up on him, takes the gun from him, holds the gun, and shakes his head. The hunter just like, he's dumbstruck. The bear looks at him and says, you're not in it for the hunt anymore, are you? I mean, that's what I get. Well, that's what kind of comes to my head when I think about females, and it happens to men too, that go out, do not protect themselves the best that they can, to the best of their knowledge. And these things happen. These stories are a dime a dozen, or as I would say, 100 a penny. I said that recently, 100 per penny, because it's so often. It is so common. It happens at roughly every frat party, every house party, every club you go to. Somebody's going to get drugged and fucked. And it's so common. It's like, you're not trying to help yourselves. And you want female awareness? What's Female Awareness Week? What's Female Awareness Month? What's female awareness? You know you're female, you look in the mirror. And they'll say, that's not it, stupid. Okay then, what is it? Is it acknowledging your power as a female? You've got plenty of power, but you abuse it, and then you fuck it up for everybody. Oh sure, you call rape, you get lots of money in settlement, then find out that it's a false charge. Then you're screwed in a worse way than rape. Because when you get raped, you can recover for those that try. But when you go to prison and you get raped, you know what happens? You're going to get raped again. And the only ones that can stop it is either the one raping you or the people in there that might say this rape shouldn't happen. That's it. Or you learn to fight and kill somebody. But it's going to happen. This is what I don't understand. That's why I'm like, y'all ain't in it. Y'all not in it for the party. What are y'all in it, to be a victim or something? Because that's not cool. Parents, what are you teaching your daughters? Are you teaching them nothing? Is it rainbows and butterflies and they're a princess? Is that it? And they're the queen, they're the apple of your eye, and no man or woman should ever put their hands on you no matter what, because you're entitled to that? Because that's what it seems to be going on. And all you're doing is raising a whole bunch of females that go out there and get fucked up because they have zero, and I mean zero, self-awareness. If you want women's awareness, teach women how to survive. We are animals. We are the human animal. We will find a way to fuck you up. It don't matter if you're a woman, a man, a transgender, a child, an elderly person. We will find a way to fuck you up. And when I say you, I mean a guy, a girl, a toddler, a baby, an elderly person. It doesn't matter your job. It doesn't matter your profession. We will find a way to ruin your shit. That is the human animal in a nutshell. And you have to find a way to survive, whether it's the steel jungle or the steel city, as some want to call it, whether you want to call it, the plains, or tundras or whatnot, whether that be Alaska or somewhere out in Nebraska, it doesn't matter. Your ass is grass because nobody has taught you how to survive. No one has said to you, no one's given you the talk that I've given in a couple of other videos. You have to teach women to stop being self-entitled and start to being self-aware. Be aware of your surroundings. When my co-host goes to work, I tell her, be safe, be aware. I want her to look at her surroundings. I want her to be able to try to see an oncoming vehicle, because people act like they don't want to stop when they're coming into an intersection. They act like their brake's going to just instantaneously stop and everything in there will just immediately halt. And that's not how it works. Some of you might be, I try to do some longer videos just so you don't have to sit there and click off and click away and stuff. And I just want to hammer this home. Because when you sit there and say, I'm a female, you can't do this to me. I'm a woman. You're not supposed to treat me this way. You have been failed. You haven't failed. You have been failed. They have not given you the tools to survive. What should she have done? She should have held her ground. She should have stayed where she was and did what she did in the beginning. She did the right thing. She said, you're just mad that you did not get what you wanted. You thought there was some open beers and there won't. Now you look stupid, so you're trying to cover for it. She called him out for their stupid shit. And she was not going to go along with them and their thing. She had the public support. But what was not added was that other, now I watched it on Studio News Network, what was not added was the other side of that clip when they was whooping her ass and people around, dumbass people around, these conservative assholes around her saying that she should stop resisting. How in the hell? Okay, if someone's kidnapping you, don't resist. Just go along with it. Then you look like you're a participating party. They have failed her. We should be in a society where the law is on the public side, not the side of the police. We should be in a society where when he started whooping her ass, they should have started whooping their ass. They should have bum rushed those cops and fucked them up. That's what should have happened. They should have beat his ass. Or at bottom barrel least, the very least, when he real bad, somebody should be able to grab his arm and be like, hey man, no. You know better. And he should be fired. He should be sued. The department should come under some kind of lawsuit litigation. It should not be protected by those who are afraid of them. Should not be protected by a court system designed to protect the law that does not uphold itself. That's what should be happening. But instead, we have to sit here and suffer. You can't be black in your own home, drinking in your garage 20 feet or more away from the cops without being shot and killed over something that the cops shouldn't even been there for in the first place. You can't do your time in prison, get let out 21 out of a 31-year sentence, and as a black person, after being more than the model citizen in and out of prison, and then get thrown back in on a technicality that predates the whole reason why you were in there in the first place. While a man who has literally sexually assaulted children, or a child, I'll just say right now, a child, is on house arrest. You see what I'm saying? There's double standards. There are double standards, and there's a lot of bullshit. You can't be a homeless man holding a knife without getting shot by 12 or so cops with high-powered rifles at close range. I mean, this is the life we live. And with this going on in our society, we are not teaching women to be self-aware and to take care. We're not teaching them that. We need to teach women and children and ourselves. No one needs to hit anyone unless it's self-defense. No one needs to attack anyone unless provoked. If you're going to go outside, if you're white and you're going to start calling people black people the N-word because of some shit you caused yourself and you lost your job and you get knocked the fuck out, you provoked them. If not that, let's say you're just in general, just someone that's just insulting someone and you will not leave them alone. You will not stop following them. You will not stop berating them, and they try to get away. They can't, and they haul off and knock you the fuck out. No one should call the cops on that person because they were being verbally. I remember back in the 90s, and I loved it. Words hurt more than a fist because you get punched, you recover from it. I've been punched plenty of times in my life, and you probably want to hit me now. Don't even know why. You just want to hit me now. And a lot of people are really stupid, so they're not gonna really hear the message I'm actually trying to say, despite me blatantly putting the message out there numerous times during this recording. Nobody's really gonna hear it. But we need better people. I could blame the lead in the water. I could. But since no one can see lead in the water and they just drink the water, then that's not an excuse. I could blame Trump, but Trump is just a symptom of the problem. I could blame all of Congress, but Congress isn't making people go out there and molest children. They're not going out there as cops and shooting unarmed people or armed people who are not harming anyone. The Congress isn't doing that. So I don't know who's to blame other than when you go to the bathroom or some store or someplace in your home and look in the mirror, or you see your reflection in that black screen before you turn it on, whether it be a TV, phone, iPhone, iPad, or whatever the fuck it is you got. Because everyone should only blame themselves. If you see somebody doing something wrong, speak up. Well, is it not your business? Because if it happens to you, it's going to be your business. So you might as well help it out, right? Pay it forward. Do the right thing. If you see somebody out there, if somebody's scolding somebody and they're just talking shit, just like, hey, that's not necessary. All right, chill. That's not necessary. Because see, they're doing it in public, so it involves you. Is it not your business? Why are they shouting it for everyone to hear? Then you say, well, people are crazy. They might pull a gun and shoot you. Okay, but people have pulled guns and shot people for doing nothing. I mean, how many unarmed people done got shot doing nothing? I mean, trying to go home on multiple occasions. One with tea and Skittles. Another with his phone trying to get back to his kids. A man he has no home. He's sleeping on a rocky side. He gets shot, tased, shot again, and then the dog suck on him, and then handcuffed. I mean, the man that ran, got shot, tased, and died. It don't matter the color of your skin. That don't matter too much anymore. Oh, and this girl, she was white. I mean, come on. Now I could easily go with the whole, well, she was self-entitled. Of course she was white. No, because young black girls do the same shit. It's the same thing. It don't matter the color of your skin. You're going to get fucked up. The human animal will find you. It will find you and it will fuck you up. And it could be any human animal, any one of us. We're all creatures of this planet. That's why I say the human animal. Drop the hubris. You drop that shit. If you live and you breathe, you're an animal. You're just domesticated by, well, a higher tier human animal. You've been domesticated. And you can have your doggies and your kitties, but who's taking care of who? Because you feed them, you take care of them, you pay them attention. There you go. Who's really been domesticated? Just throwing it out there. So these people, all of you, the human animal, the human species, the Homo sapiens, we need to teach our female, our male, our younger, and our older counterparts. Take care of yourselves. Don't hurt anyone unprovoked. Be the best person you can, not the person everyone is forcing you to be. That's what I think should happen. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.